On August 9th, 1994, my whole world changed. That was the day my son, Nicholas Hunter Williams, was born. I went from being a teenager to being a mother in just a few hours. There were so many more responsibilities and tears than I had ever known before that were going to happen in my life. From the first time he got shots, and the more he cried, the more I cried. And we did this for hours, until he snuffled off to sleep, and I watched over top of him. To now, as graduation creeps upon us, these are all the best years of my life. At 4 years old, he went off to preschool. He wasn't cutting on lines, and he wasn't doing what he's supposed to do as far as identifying things. He would be aggressive, like biting others, and even during story time, he would use the excuse of going to the bathroom and go hide in the bathroom the entire time. His wonderful preschool teacher caught on to this and felt like there were some issues that needed to be addressed. We went for testing, but his gap wasn't big enough. We continued to do this to second grade, kept hearing the words, his gap wasn't big enough. Second grade, I finally got tired of it, and we went outside the system and got him a diagnosis of ADHD. This allowed me to use the other health impaired and get him some help. We had many struggles and many fights with the school system, and I shed so many tears just to get my baby help. But none of these fights and struggles were the same as what I would share when he went off to middle school. When he went off to middle school, those tears were so different. I realized the battle wasn't with the school system, but with him. He became into his manhood, and I realized he was growing up, which was very sad for me. He started trying to test waters. He started having a couple fights at school, started smart-mouthing. But through all this, his teachers didn't give up on him, and I stayed on top of him so hard all the time. But then something changed, and my tears yet again changed. My tears of sadness and anger turned into joy as I watched my baby boy become a wonderful man. Got involved with ROTC and Somerville Police Department in their cadets program, and he started becoming a vital pillar of the community. He would volunteer and go hang out with these guys who were just exceptional guys. They all showed him the love and showed him the way to do things the way it's supposed to be. His manners that I had stayed on top of him about all kicked in. He was always looking out for others, and he developed a love for electricity. And now he's pursuing this as his career. I was worried about what he would do when he grew up, and now I have no worries at all that he will be successful at electricity. As I sit here and look back at everything, I know my tears were well worth it. I'll be watching my son graduate May 27th. I'm sure the tears will roll down my face as he walks across that stage. It will be a mixture of fear, sadness, and joy. But I have no doubt in my mind that whatever he does and wherever he is, that he will do wonderful in life, and he will do it with a caring, loving heart that was way down deep inside the entire time that he was giving me such a hard time. So my baby boy is not a baby anymore. He'll be going into the work field, and I know that he will continue to be a vital pillar of the community. My tears will probably still continue to shed as he detaches himself from his mom. But he's such a wonderful man, and I love him.